Hi, I'm Janet Tashin.
And I'm Jake Tashin, illustrator of Hannah Sharpe.
Hannah Sharpe, cartoon detective. We are so excited to be talking to the readers in Texas. We love Texas.
Love Texas so much.
So people have asked us what was the inspiration for Hannah Sharpe. And Hannah, we had worked on Hannah for several years.
Yes, we have.
And Hannah is a girl with autism, very much like you.
Yes, I do have autism.
And some of the things that happened to Hannah in the book were things that had happened to you. Like, for example, what?
Well, an example that happened in the book is where I dropped my markers all over the place.
Yes, and always had to put them back in the right order.
Yep.
Yeah, that was one thing. And running into your teacher out of class at like an estate sale and freaking out.
Yep, because I did not expect to see her outside of school.
Yes, there's a lot of curveballs that Hannah has to deal with that we all have to deal with. It was a kind of one of our harder books to write, I think, because I really wanted to get Hannah right. And also it was during COVID, which was not fun.
Yep, it was not fun those 2 years.
Yeah, so that was hard too. But also because in some of our other series, like My Life is a Book series or in Einstein the Class Hamster, the drawings were much simpler than this. So did you find these drawings harder to do than the other books?
Yeah, pretty much, because I had to focus on a lot of character design for this book.
And also it's a full color book, so that took a while too.
Yep, it's all in color.
It's all in color and it looks kind of amazing, if I might say.
Yes, it does.
It does. You did a great job. And Hannah is kind of obsessed with idioms, which I personally love. What's your favorite idiom?
I'd say my favorite idiom is bull in a china shop.
Bull in a china shop is good. I have an idiom that I say every single day, which is don't make a meal out of it, which means to like, don't make a big deal out of it. And it's something that I say all the time. I think we use idioms a lot. I think everyone kind of does.
Yep, every single person uses idioms.
Every single person. Was drawing important to you, like growing up? Did you draw also like Hannah draws? Hannah draws to kind of process her feelings and process information. Did you do that too?
Yeah, because I'm a visual learner, which means I need to see something to learn it. When I was in elementary school, I had a hard time learning my vocabulary words. So what do? I draw them on index cards.
And that's how My Life is a Book came out. And in Hannah, she processes a lot of her feelings and a lot of like obstacles and curveballs that happen. And you did that too.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, I mean, drawing's always been something that you've just kind of always done. So someone asked, what do we hope readers will learn from Hannah? And I think one of the biggest things for me is just how rich and fun and fabulous the life of an autistic kid is. Certainly your life.
That is right.
Yeah, so I wanted to take the focus on not just the things that are difficult for Hannah, but also the things that she's really, really good at, which is finding the details. That's how she kind of solves the crimes, finding a lot of details and things that happen in her life, but also just having such a rich imagination to make up someone like who?
Like Dusty Pickle.
Dusty Pickle. Do you want to talk about how we came up with Dusty?
So here's the origin of Dusty. So we're at my grandmother's house, her mother's house. She takes a pickle out of the refrigerator. She drops it on the floor, picks it up. It's all dusty. And she says to me, Jake, please draw me Dusty Pickle. And I agree. And I start doing some sketches about a cowgirl pickle. And that's what I come up with.
I love Dusty so much. I mean, she really is hilarious and so funny. And I love her interaction with Hannah. It's a very, very fun part of the book for me. Another fun part of the book are the kind of social stories that we used to do with you when you were little.
That's right.
To process things. And Hannah keeps a notebook, and you had to draw that in a whole different style of Hannah's notebooks, like the social stories we used to do.
Yep, that is absolutely right.
Stories are really important for all kids, not just kids on the spectrum, but all kids. We kind of learn about the world through stories, and I hope that comes through with Hannah, that's one of the things that she's doing. So I guess another thing people always ask us for is advice. Do you have any advice on if anyone wants to be a writer or an illustrator? I have a feeling, but we both will say the same thing, but go ahead.
Okay, so if you want to be a writer or an illustrator, you got to practice every day, get good at taking feedback, find other people who like to write or draw, and most importantly, do not give up.
Yeah, I mean, consistency is really, really important. And also just exercising that imagination muscle. I mean, we make stuff up every day so that when we do sit down to create something, our imagination muscle is very exercised. So we live a pretty creative life. It's kind of fun.
Yes, we do.
It is. Thank you so much for your time. We'll see you in Texas.
Thank you so much, and we'll see you in Texas. Oh, and one more thing. We have a special guest here, Dusty.
We love Dusty.
Love you, Dusty.
Love you, Texas.
Love you, Texas.